Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Palmer Imaging Arena here in the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's the Chicago Phantoms taking on Team Maryland. Your starting lineup for Coach Caden's squad. Number 8, Dom DeNormandie on right wing. Number 15, Brielle Boyd at center. Number 95, Ryan Pasterzi left winging it. On D, a little R&R. Rich and Rothmeyer, Rothmeyer and Rich, whatever you prefer. In between the pipes, number 31, Max Bersani, and 15 minutes are on the clock to get this contest underway. Down in the left wing corner, puck is strung over D by Team Maryland, trying to push up the ice, and they hit him. Here comes D. It's going to be DeMarais, set up to Burns. Burns over to the far side for Northwood, fires a shot, saved by Bersani. Rebound just in front, bottom right circle for Brielle Boyd, picked up here by Team Maryland. Burns comes across to the high spot, looks to fire a shot, saved by Bersani. Out in front of that, another save by Bersani. Back in the right wing corner, picked up by Brielle Boyd, who comes around right to left here to the near side. Boyd with a little bit of time and space, giving some room here. Here comes Boyd, coming to push it out of center. Picked up here by Dougal, number 10 of Team Maryland. Out towards Julian Yadick, popped it free for Boyd. Boyd going to come around behind the net of Bersani left to right. She's got Yadick here to the near side. Backhand pass to Julian. Picked off by number 11. That's going to be McNeil, who sends one out the far side, just out of the zone, and Team Maryland going to regroup. Sent right back up. Here comes Northrup. Just across the blue line, high slot. Comes to Kovacs, the backhand pass. Picked off by Julian Yadick right in front of us. Yadick trying to push one forward. Kept in by Hong. Back in the hands of Northrup. With a fire shot. He fans on it. Back in the hands of Northrup. Saved by Bersani. Rebound here to Len Boards. Picked up by Bersani. Ellis again, wraparound stuff by Bersani. Sent out to the right point. Kept in by Team Maryland. Off the shin guards of Proden. He didn't see it. It was knocked down by the referee. Picked up here by Gavin Sire over to Proden, who sends one in deep off the back of the net, or off the end boards and behind the net of Team Maryland here to the near side. Coming in is going to be Gavin. Yadick trying to throw it over to Proden. It's picked off by Team Maryland. Your blue liners out there now are going to be Cush and Monaco. Up front, taken down, no tripping call off Bonacci. Cut off by Monaco. Picked up here in the left wing half wall from Dennis. And Dennis gets thrown off to the far side. Coming down low to get it is going to be Proden. He picks it up. Proden, top of the right circle, one hands it over to Yadick. Yadick going to pull one forward. Poke check by Team Maryland's Hong. Picked up here and sent toward the blue line. Poke check by the Rock. Picked up by Ronan Clark. Puck slides over to Yadick. Just off the boards, collected by Cushman. We're going to get a penalty here. Too many. Nobody played the puck as he got off the ice. That's what Coach Caden is saying, and he's correct. That's not a good call, as the retiring player made no attempt to play the puck. Yep, Coach Caden's talking to him right now. Every referee I see gets this call wrong when the retiring player does not make the play on the puck. It's not too many men. He gets off the ice. He's within 3 feet of the boards. It's open to interpretation, of course, but we're not the referees. So the penalty going to be served by BMAC. McMurray going to serve the bench minor for too many men here in period number 1. 12:45 here to go in the first period. And the Phantoms are shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Monaco giving chase down the left wing corner. His counterpart is Max Zayer in the slot. Near side is going to be Dom DeNormandie, and in the middle will be Ronan Clark. Out to the point, coming over is going to be Team Maryland. Right circle towards Zayer on the back door. Fanning on the shot is going to be Team Maryland. Picked up by Monaco, who sends one off the back of the net to Bersani. Over to Zayer. Zayer to Monaco. Cut off by Team Maryland. Who's hacked at Monaco. Takes down the forward. No call on the cross check against the Rock. Left wing corner coming in. Monaco's going to put him in the wall. Bodies it loose in the left wing corner. It goes. Monaco gets slammed on the wall on the far side by Naughton. Come back around. Zayer going to get a piece of it now. Zayer going to send it over behind the net. D to Monaco. Monaco cuts back. Sends it back over to Zayer. Two guys from Maryland trying to line up Monaco and missed both of them. He made a miss. Zayer here, top right single, firing a shot, saved by Bersani. No rebound given as DeNormandie comes in here. We're going to get a whistle here. And number 29 should head to the sin bin. And number 10 going to go to the box. He came in late on that one. That'll be Dougal. Number 29 going to the sin bin. 35 seconds to go, so 29 goes to the box, along with DeNormandie. And number 10, Dougal, going to go to the sin bin. All at 11:50. Also in the box is Max Zayer. So it's going to be roughing all around here at 11:50. 2 penalties on Team Maryland. Zayer in the sin bin as well. DeNormandy in the sin bin, all in period number 1 at 11:50 as we get things sorted out here. It's still 5-on-4. The scorekeeper waving at the referee, looking for some guidance here before they get things straightened out. There's going to be 35 seconds to go on this Classic Packaging PK. The other 4 boys are going to be in the box for 1.5 minutes and a whistle. So they're going to get out at 10:20 and a whistle. Your 4-man penalty kill unit out there now is going to be Gavin Sire along with Damian Proden up front. Little R&R on D. Face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Phantom benches. Face-off for Gavin. Tied up there right at the face-off dot. Picked up here by Team Maryland. You're going to pull it in left wing side. Drops it off. Looking to fire from the left point. Kramer fires one wide left off the end boards. Right wing hash marks far side into the corner. Backing up is Proden. Comes down as Rothmeyer. Looking to play from Gretzky's office is Team Maryland. And they're going to go to work on the right wing half wall. Phantom's not biting. Rich got a man tied up in front of the net. Back out to the right point. Kramer comes in to fire a shot. Saved by Bersani. No rebound given with 10 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. And Coach Caden going to send out Boyd and Pasterzi up front for Sire and Proden. Still a little R&R on D. Pasterzi in the slot with Rich. Boyd going to take your draw, and Rothmeyer on the half wall. Face off, Boyd wins it, but it's out to the point, collected by number 96, Onashenko. Saved by Bersani, no rebound given. And this game going to get chippy fast, folks. 4 seconds to go here in period number 1 on the Classic Packaging PK. And Brady McMurray going to be sprung from the sin bin in about 4 seconds. Face-off goes to the left wing circle to the right of Bersani. Brielle, Boyd on your draw. Face-off 1 for Kramer. Picked up here to the near side. Boyd giving chase. That is the end of the PK. And it's here top of the left circle. Trying to make a move down the left wing corner towards Ryland Rich. Firing a shot. And it's wide right. We are even strength. In the right wing corner is going to be number 23, Aldridge. Versus Pasterzi picks his pocket. The puck slides over here to the near side with 11 minutes to go. Just out of the zone. Team Maryland going to have to regroup. Thrown into the hands of Ryland Rich. Rich with a little bit of time and space. Chips one forward, back in the hands of Kramer, who's going to pull it back along his own blue line. Knocked away by Ryland Rich, picked up by Aldridge, lost it for Kramer. Kramer goes far side, just in front of the penalty boxes. Coming in is Boyd. Knocked down by Brielle, right wing hash mark. She's going to carry it behind the net of Bersani, right to left here to the near side. Brielle sends it up to Lucadello. Cut off by Aldridge, makes a move around Lucadello. Thrown around, Rich picks his pocket, bottom left circle. Rich going to push it over here to the near side. Here comes Lucadello, tries to muscle it out to the blue line. Kept in by Kramer, thrown back in the left wing corner for Team Maryland. Boyd going to knock it free. Puck slides over, left wing face-off dot. Trying to make a move, firing a shot. Rebound out to the high slot. Picked back up by Team Maryland. Shot and a save by Bersani. Puck goes off the crossbar to the right side. Out to the high point for Kramer. Kramer fired a shot wide right. Rebound here to the near, off the inside, off the end boards. Picked up by Aldridge. Going to go cross ice. Picked up by Pasterzi. We need a whistle, and the boys will clear the penalty boxes. And it's going to be Rothmeyer going to carry it in, right wing side. Hits the brakes. Little Dennis Michelask escape. Sends one to the net. Intercepted by Onashenko. And back in the hands of Gavin Sire. Knocked down by Team Maryland. Sire collects the loose change, throws it up off the glass towards the referee, and hits him. Get out of the way, stripes. Backhanded out of the zone by Baker. And the puck's going to slide over to Cushman. Cushman, right wing side, met by one of the boys from Team Maryland. Loose change collected by Cush, sent right up here to the point. Hong gets poke checked by Rocco, picked up by Cushman, and he fires one over the shoulder pad of Bersani, and at 9:34, Team Maryland gets on the board here in period number 1. Goal was scored by number 7, Hong, as effectively Bersani was screened on that. Never saw it coming. Face-off goes back out to center ice. It'll be Yannick along with Sire and Proden up front. Blue liners are going to be Cush and the Rock. It'll be Gavin Sire on your draw. Yannick and Burns going at it. Face-off won by DiMaria over to Monaco. Monaco comes inside the zone. Little DDD pass to Cushman. Cushman here to the near side. Sends one out to Yannick. Tipped out of the zone. Puck's going to slide in. It's going to be Yannick in a foot race. It's going to be picked up by number 19, Richardson. Yannick going to carry him off right to left. Makes the break out to the blue line. Thrown up and take down as the referee Run one-on-one in front of Monaco. Into the right wing corner. Richardson's going to go. Siren giving chase along with the Rock. Rock popped it loose out towards the right point for Proden. Curling back around is going to be DeMarais. Picked back up by Proden, right wing half wall now. Out to the blue line. Knocked loose coming out of the zone. Maryland going to have to regroup. And it'll be DeMarais going D-to-D to his partner on the far side. Up the ice for Northup against Monaco. Monaco poke checks it and stuffs it in front of the Phantom benches. Then Proden sends one forward. Knocked down for Yadick. Yadick at the blue line. Comes in, fires a shot over the crossbar of Meal. Meal, the goaltender here for Maryland. I finally got to see his number. Burns tried to make a move around Cushman at the blue line, cut off by BMAC. Puck is picked up by DeMarais on the far side. Poke check by Ryland Rich. Loose change slides into the right wing corner. Rich coming down low. Burns picks his pocket. Clark coming in. Puck's loose behind the net for Ryland Rich, picked up by Cushman. Cushman over to Lucadello, cut off by Hong. Push forward. Ryland Clark pushed it out of the zone. He muscled it forward. It's going to be Clark and BMAC in a 2-on-1. Play broken up by Richardson, back in the hands of BMAC, who slams one behind the net, left to right here to the near side. Ronan Clark giving chase, up the right wing half wall now, trying to send one back in the corner, picked up by Lucadello here on the near side. Back to Clark, Clark to Rich, right point, fires a shot. Shotgun, Burns got a piece of the glove down by BMAC. BMAC fires a shot off the back and then Emil. Coming in as Clark, try to get the inside position on it. Over here to the near side, Burns trying to drag it forward. Up here to the near side, Richardson grows cross ice, past Rothmeyer. Down in the right wing corner, Northup on the forecheck against Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer chipping onto the far side, cut off by number 24 Bonacci. And the puck slides over to Northup on the far side at 7:40 to go. Ronan Clark cuts him off in the right wing corner, down low for Rich. Maryland trying to play behind the goal line. Coming in is Rich and Clark, the two big boys down in the corner. It's 3-on-2 down low, and it's going to be Ronan Clark comes away with the loose changes. He got position. Ronan Clark giving space. It's a 3-on-2. Hits BMAC on the far side. McMurray comes in left face, fires a shot. Just missing the glove of Meal. Rebound out here to the near side. Sliding all the way in the hands of Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer cut off by Bonacci. Coming on the offensive side of it is going to be one of the boys from the team Maryland. It's going to be number 11, McNeil. Puck is loose here for Dennis. Dennis in front of Ryland Rich, left wing side. Drops it here to the near side. Picked up by Lucadello. Lucadello against Kramer. He blows a tire. Loose change here to the near side for number 10, Dougal. Gonna make a move around Boyd. 1-on-1 in front of Ryland Rich in the left wing corner. Carrying it down low left to right behind Bersani. Turning around right hash marks out to the high point. Picked up here by firing a shot and a glove save by Bersani. No rebound given as the shot by Team Maryland. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off in favor of Maryland in their offensive zone to the right of Bersani's glove in a left wing circle. It's going to be Daniel on your draw against Brielle Boyd. In the slot will be Zayer and Pisturzi. Your other blue liner is going to be the Rock. DeNormandy here to the near side. Boyd pushing it up at center. Kept in by Hong. Right side coming across. Intercepted by Pisturzi. Pisturzi makes a move. Drops it off for DeNormandy. DeNormandy here to the near side. Give it over to Boyd. Boyd pushes it in past Hong down to the right wing corner. Collected by number 9. Daniel on the far side. Cut off by Pisturzi and Boyd. Bottom of the left circle. He cuts back. Try to push it out of the zone here to Hong. Hong throws it up here to the near side for Farah. Farah against Naughton coming against Zayer and Monaco. High left circle comes across the slot, fires a shot. Saved by Bersani. No rebound given at 6:07 to go here in period number 1. And an offensive zone face-off for Team Maryland once again. Good work, Phantom. Your lineup out there now for the Phantoms will be Boyd on your draw. Zayer on the half wall. DeNormandy gets to it. Pisturzi is your other winger as DeNormandy goes down. Monaco in the slot. Centering pass broken up by the Rock in front between his feet. He doesn't see it. Pisturzi going to try to save it. And it's chipped over Bersani as he went down at 5:55 to go here in the period. And looks like Hong got his second goal of the period. And it's 2-0. And I should have added that to the scoreboard, folks. I apologize.
That's a terrible earlier. You're still terrible.
Face-off going to go back out to center ice. Out there now for the Phantoms is going to be Yannick along with Sire and Proden up front. Cushman and Rothmeyer on D. It'll be Richardson on the far side in front of Rothmeyer. Top of the right circle, heads down low. Poke check by Rothmeyer. Going to have to hit the wall. Blocked by Jackson. Picked up the loose change. Jackson trying to drag up the strong side of Proden. Cut off here at the blue line. Chips out of his zone for Yadick. Yadick going to push it up the ice against Dougal. comes in right side, fires the backhand shot, wide right or wide left here to the near side. Yannick coming in. They're going to send it back behind the net. It's going to be picked up by number 10, Dougal. He's going to go far side. Proden coming in, forcing him to cut back behind the net, cut off by Sire and Proden. Yannick was behind the goal line on the left wing half wall on the far side. Headman it over to Baker. Out of the zone, Baker coming in front of Rothmeyer. Backing up is Yannick along with Cushman to the slot. Top of the right circle, poke check loose by Sire. Picked up here the near side by Dougal. He's going to cut back and throw in the left wing corner. Gavin Sire going to cut off forward. Takes him down, left wing hash mark, or left wing corner. Cushman pushed it up here to the near side. Trying to muscle it out of the zone as Yannick cut off by Aldridge. DeMarais put it in the zone. We're going to get an offsides and a whistle. And a face-off going to be right in front of us at 4:59 to go here in period number 1. And the lineup for the Phantoms stays the same. Proden and Yannick flanking Sire. Blue liners are Cush and Rothmeyer. DeMarais against Sire on the draw. Face-off tied up there. Sire tried to kick one forward. He does. Then Yannick. Poke check by Gavin. Knocked down by Dougal in front of Cushman. One-on-one. Cush going to take him wide left. Drops it over for Aldridge. Tried to make a move around Cush. Tied up. Puck is head loose towards the blue paint. Saved by Bersani, but it's going to slide in as the puck went off of, looked like Cushman's skates possibly, and in the net at 4:44. And so far, it's been two dirty goals for the Team Maryland. As number 13, Baker, gets on the board here in period number 1, and it's 3-0, folks. As we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now for the Phantoms is going to be Lucadello along with Clark and BMAC. Blue liners are going to be Zaire and the Rock. On the far side, Monaco giving chase. Out of the zone it goes. It's going to be Lucadello now, harassing the defenseman, Hong, here to the near side. Hong going to try to throws it away right in the hands of McMurray. McMurray tries to toe drag, fires a shot. Rebound for Lucadello. Swatted away by Burns. Coming in is Lucadello back in left wing half wall. Out to the point for Northup. Into the high slot is going to be picked up here by Team Maryland. Right up here towards BMAC. Cut off there. Kramer goes towards Zaire. Boy, flying hard into the wall there is going to be Clark. Puck is picked up by McMurray, who pushes one forward. It's going to be BMAC, pushed inside the zone here, right wing corner, collected by Hong. Hong right to left behind Meal. McMurray comes in, he hits the brakes. BMAC going to go to work, he loses the puck in the corner, putting pressure on it. Monaco cuts it off at the blue line, puck's going to slide out. There's a trip by Northup. No call, picked up by Zaire. Zaire comes in, he pushes the puck out of the zone and goes right back here. Push forward in the hands of Northup. Knocked loose by Bonacci, back in the hands of Lucadello now. Lucadello trying to muscle it forward, collected by BMAC. BMAC slugs one forward. Left wing side, McMurray comes out left hash marks, trying to fire a shot across, looking for Clark on the front door. And backing up now is going to be Monaco and Zaire. Throw one here to the near side. Zaire going in. Monaco just blows up Northup, and he deserved it. Roughing will be the call. Well, if the referees would have called the trip when he tripped him, he probably wouldn't have gotten blown up. Monaco heads to the sin bin. You knew that was coming after Rocco got tripped by Northup. And the coach having a conversation with the referees from Team Maryland. Face-off going to go down in the right wing circle. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Sire and Proden up front, Zaire and Rich on D. It's a Dunkin' Donuts PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, the official coffee of the Chicago Phantoms. Parents. Richardson makes move around Proden, heads towards the net, firing a one-timer off the post, rebound into the end boards. Picked up by Zaire, who's going to send one out to the right point, kept in by Richardson. Richardson comes in, top of the right circle of the face-off dot, goes to the bottom of the right circle now. Behind the net it goes. We're going to get a whistle as Bersani smothers it at 2:58 to go here in the period. 1:08 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And Brielle Boyd making her way off the ice. Not sure what happened there. Why Brielle is getting off the ice. It's going to be Sire on your draw. Proden in the slot with Ryland Rich. Rothmeyer on the half wall. Face off for Team Maryland. Heads one towards Bersani. Picked up by Ryland Rich, right wing corner. Rich going to backhand one out to Dougal. Collected by Maryland. Looks to fire a shot. Fires it low. Broken up by Zaire. A little Gorbatenko flip out to center by Gavin Sire. Picked up by Team Maryland with 53 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Here comes Burns across the blue line. Poke check. We're going to get an offsides as D. Murray couldn't get to it. Entering the zone first was going to be Team Maryland before the puck. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off just outside the zone right in front of us. It'll be Sire on your draw once again. Proden in the middle. Zaire and Rich are your defenders. Northrop on the far side. Going to work against Proden. Chips one in the right wing corner. Wrapping around from right to left. Coming in is going to be Ryland Rich. Rich backhands one out of play. And we're going to get a whistle at 2:25. And 36 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And Coach Caden goes for the line change up front. It'll be Clark and DeNormandie along with Rich and Zaire. Clark on your draw against number 9, Daniel. Picked up here by Team Maryland down the right wing corner. Met by Zaire in the corner. Here comes Team Maryland trying to get two on it. Back here to the near side. Looking to go around Bersani. Shot wide right in front of the net on the far side. Collected by Maryland. Picked up right wing half wall. Backing up is Clark along with Zaire. Out to the point. Out of the zone it goes. Kramer going to get that one at 2:06 to go here in the period. 16 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And a face-off ensuing right in front of us. Ronan Clark on your draw once again. DeNormandie heads to the left wing position. Cushman makes his way up here to the right wing position. Rothmeyer playing safety. Daniel on the draw, picked up here by number 43 of the Team Maryland. Cut off by DeNormandie right in front of the Phantom benches. Trying to drag it for us, Daniel. In and out of the zone. DeNormandie pushing it forward in front of the Phantom benches. 4 seconds to go. And Team Maryland regrouping. Kramer coming up the ice. We are even strength. And inside the zone is going to be Ryan Pasturzi. Trying to pick his pocket. It's going to be Ryan Pasturzi up the ice. It was knocked forward by Ronan Clark. Going to be Pasturzi with the inside position. Right hand first comes down. Poke checked away by the goaltender, Meal. Out to DeNormandie. First shot. Rebound towards Clark. Clark couldn't get a piece of it. Picked up by Farah here on the far side. Looks to go cross ice. Just missing out of the hands of Daniel, who chipped out of the zone by Cushman. Trying to catch him in a line change. Pasturzi top of the right circle. Comes across to the middle. Blocked by Team Maryland. Picked up by Hong against DeNormandie. He's going to go far side. DeNormandie harassing. Poke checks it loose. Picked back up by Hong, who sends one to net. Intercepted by Cushman. Knocked down by the high slot for Naughton. Punched forward by Cush to the far side for Pasturzi. He's met by Dougal. Pasturzi going to put Dougal into the wall. Down to the right wing corner it goes. Trying to throw net towards the net is going to be Baker. Shot blocked by Bersani. Tipped towards the right point by Pasturzi. Glove saved by Bersani. Rebound off the left post with just under 1 minute to go. Picked up here to the near side by Maryland. Tying up is Dougal by DeNormandie. DeNormandie takes him down out of the zone. It goes into the hands of Hong. Pasturzi on the forecheck now. Going right back the other way. Bonacci coming in. Cut off by Clark. Pushed forward by Cushman. Intercepted by Baker. He goes towards Bersani. Tries to make a move. Saved by Bersani. Rebound into the right wing corner with 30 seconds. Clark put a body on it. Come down low. Clark puts another body on it. Honestly, Rothmeyer's got him pinned in the behind the net. Rothmeyer sends it over here to Nyadek. Nyadek against Hong. Pushes one forward. Intercepted by Dougal. Knocked off the puck by Rothmeyer. Back to the point for Hong. Poke check by Clark. Taken off in the right wing half wall. 13 seconds to go. Centering pass broken up by Rothmeyer. Left wing corner is going to be coming down for Bonacci. Behind the net of Bersani. Left to right. Bottom of the right circle with 5 seconds to go. Met by Clark. Clark going to take him. Picked his pocket down low on the far side. And that sound is going to be the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it's Team Maryland 3 and the Chicago Phantoms nothing as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by D'Amato's Bakery and Subs in Chicago, Illinois on Grand Avenue in May. D'Amato's Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Get yourself a loaf of Italian bread, a sub sandwich, a sfogliatelle, some Sicilian pizza, Italian cookies. Everything's great in there, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. You're starting a lineup for period number 2. Proden, Sire, along with Nyanek up front. It's going to be Zaire in the rock on D, trying to drag one forward. It's going to be the Phantoms. Loose change collected here to the near side is going to be Richardson against Monaco. Right wing circle, drops it off. Poke check loose by Sire. Coming in as the Rock. Rock in the centering pass, intercepted by Nyanek. It's going to be Nyanek along with going to be Proden at 2-on-1 with a back checker. Nyanek comes in, fires a shot, blocker save into the netting and out of play at 14:38. Make it 14:37 as an extra tick goes off the clock. And the faceoff goes to the right wing circle. Lineup stays the same for the Phantoms. Nyanek makes his way to the slot. Proden on the half wall. Sire going to be take your draw. Monaco and Zaire from right to left on D. Gavin over to Rock, out to Proden. Proden fires one quick, wide left. Zaire thought about pinching, now backing up. Out of the zone it goes, right in the hands of Monaco at center. Monaco trying to chip one forward. Blocked by Team Maryland, picked up here, left wing circle, firing a shot. Blocker saved by Bersani. Rebound into the hands of Sire. Pushes one forward to Nyanek. It's Nyanek in a foot race. Heads to the right wing hash marks, comes in, fires the backhand shot, saved by Meal. Nyanek coming in, trying to still battling it out as Nyanek, bottom left circle, making a move around Proden. Is going to be Dougal in front of Monaco, one-on-one, just across the blue line, top of the right circle, trying to cut back, makes a move. Monaco forced him to go behind the net. Rock going to pick his pocket, going to cut him off and put him into the wall. Monaco looking for support. Here comes Gavin Sire, wraps one up off the dasher boards here to the near side. Coming in is Proden, knocked off the puck, but Proden knocks Daniel off the puck. Loose change for Zaire. Zaire against Byrne, coming in as Sire, a 2-on-2, 50-50 battle towards Bersani. Monaco is going to stand him up. Puck is loosed in front of Max. We'll get a whistle at 13:41 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go to the right wing circle. Would love to see the Phantoms get a few more shots on net. Don't have enough right now. Have not really tested Meal. He's given up some rebounds, folks, but the Phantoms unable to convert with not a lot of offensive zone time. It's going to be Ronan Clark on your draw. BMAC here to the near side. Lucadello is your right winger. Puck is loose in front of the blue painted Bersani, out to the left point. Picked up by Hawk. Picked his pocket. It's going to be Lucadello. He's got BMAC breaking. BMAC against Onishenko. Puck heads towards Meal. BMAC giving chase down behind the net. Couldn't get his Onishenko. Sends it over here to the near side. He's got a loose change. He's going to send it out to DeMarais. Out of the zone it goes, trying to get past Rothmeyer. Picked up by Northup. He's cut off by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer curls around here to the near side. Sends it up the strong side. And the Team Maryland says 3 guys along the boards tripped up there. And that's going to be a penalty on Team Maryland. Number 53, DeMarais, going to go to the sin bin for tripping at 13:07. And the Phantoms get their first power play of the contest. This power play brought to you by Bubby's Beef and Red Hots in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots. The best fresh cut fries this side of the Des Plaines River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now is going to be Pisturzi, McMurray, and Clark in the slot. It'll be a little R&R on D. Rothmeyer and Rich. Face off, one down the left wing corner by Team Maryland. Richardson going to work against Clark. Coming in is BMAC along with Pisturzi along the strong side. Picked up by Bonacci, slowed down by Ryland Rich, and we're going to get a penalty on Pisturzi for tripping at 12:56 And that is the 5th penalty of the day already on the Phantoms. So for those of you in attendance to today's game and have a ticket and can prove it, you get yourself a coupon for a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. We are even strength at 4-on-4 for a minute 20. And then it's going to be a 10-second power play for Team Maryland. As Pisturzi heads to the sin bin, we need one more out there. Headed out there is going to be Brielle Boyd. It'll be Boyd and DeNormandy up front. Blue liners are going to be a little R&R. Face off to the right of Bersani in a left wing circle. Boyd against Byrne, going to work here on the draw. Face off, tied up, picked up here by Team Maryland. Northup going to work here in front of DeNormandy. Goes over far side, trying to overload one side, trying to get lost in space. Is going to be Richardson. Byrne fans on the shot. Here to the near side, picks up his own rebound. Right wing corner. Burns goes cross ice for Northup, trying to fire a shot. Blocker saved by Bersani. Swatted into the right wing corner, back in the hands of Team Maryland. 2 giving chase. Byrne fires a shot. Glove saved by Bersani. No rebound given as he flashes the leather like it's no big deal. At 12:33 to go here in the period. 57 seconds to go in that 4-on-4. Byrne on your draw. Once again against Boyd. Rothmeyer on the half wall. I'm saying Yannick on your draw. It's Yannick and DeNormandy out there. My apologies, folks. Rothmeyer and Richlow R&R on D. Centering pass up, broken up by Rylan Rich. Picked up by Julian Yannick. It's a 2-on-1, but Yannick's got a little speed. Here he comes up the ice. Left, right wing side. Fires a shot. Saved by Meal. Rebound. Pushed in. That's going to be a Phantoms goal! Tapped in by Double D. And at 12:15, the Phantoms have gotten on the scoreboard. A 4-on-4 goal here in period number 2 from Yannick to DeNormandy. And it's 3-1, folks. Now the referees are going to talk it out at center ice. Let's see if they take this one away.
Way to work, way to work.
We're going to take a brief break on the mic, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's still 4-on-4 for another 38 seconds. DeMarais wants to know why he's not coming out of the penalty box. It's 4-on-4. You don't get out of the box until the penalty expires.
4-on-4.
Face-off out there is going to be Yannick on the draw, and Yannick going to pick it up. He's going right back the other way. Yannick against Hong. Bottom of the right circle, comes down low, hangs onto it against Meal. Trying to wrap around. Blocked by the Maryland here to the near side. Out of the zone it goes. Going to slide towards Bersani. If it gets there, it'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 22 seconds to go on that 4-on-4. At 11:58 remaining here in period number 2. Yannick going to take your draw. Double D in the slot. A little R&R on D. From right to left is Rothmeyer and Rich. Face off Yannick. One by Kramer here, or one by Naughton over to Kramer. And Kramer going to hit the brakes. Backing up is DeNormandy, patiently waiting now. 15 seconds to go on that 4-on-4. Rothmeyer going to break up that play right in front of us. Yannick going to come in, try to backhand one into the zone. He does. Going to be collected by Kramer. Kramer left right behind Meal. DeNormandy coming in. He wraps one over to the far side. Cut off by Rothmeyer into the hands of Julian Yannick, and it's now going to be a power play for Team Maryland. Offsides is going to be the call. And it's going to be a 7-second power play. So this penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Chicago Phantoms. Parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Clark and Proden up front. Cush and the Rock on D. Clark on your draw against Daniel. Face-off won by Daniel. Clark coming in hard against Richardson, then backs up. 3 seconds to go, and you guessed it, folks, that is the end of the PK. Here to the near side, we are even strength. Play broken up by Ronan Clark. Here to the near side. Team Maryland breaks up towards Cushman. Cushman going to collect it on the far side in front of Maryland's benches. He backhands up the strong side. Knocked down by Baker. Cut off there by Lucadello. Back in the hands of Daniel high into the slot, looking for the backdoor play. Met by Clark out to the right point. Sent in by Onashenko. Coming down low is going to be Monaco. Monaco left wing side. He sends one over to out of the zone for Lucadello, and it's collected by Richardson. Richardson at center in front of the Phantom benches. Goes right back the other way. Touch forward, picked up here by Lucadello as he picks his pocket in broad daylight. Somebody call the cops. Picked up by Ronan Clark here to the near side. Clark across the blue line. Comes in, tries to drop it over for Lucadello. Broken up by Team Maryland. And it'll be Naughton against Monaco at center. Broken up here by Clark. Pushed forward by Daniel. He runs into his own player. And up the boards, knocked down by Proden towards Monaco. Naughton couldn't hang on to it. Back over to the right wing half wall. Out to the point for Richardson. Fired a shot. Shot blocked by Proden. Pushing up. Onashenko and Proden going to work. Onashenko does a nice job getting body position at 10-22. He fans on the breakout pass on the far side. Boy, there was two Phantoms on there. Proden and Cushman swings and misses. Far side. Clark gets on the defensive side of it. Takes the loose change away here to the near side. Clark gets shoved off the puck here. Coming down is going to be Proden. Out to the right point. Picked up here by Aldridge Jr. Into the left wing corner past Cushman. Picked up by Kramer. On the back door, wrapping around right wing corner. Monaco going to work against Aldridge. Monaco going to put Aldridge into the wall. Looking for the give and go. No goes. Monaco's got him tied up in front of Bersani. Monaco going to push it towards the right point. Kept in by Dougal. Dougal makes a move around Proden high right circle. Off the skates of Clark on the far side. Cushman in a foot race against Bonacci. Sent back in the left wing corner. Baker couldn't get to it. Cushman down low for Monaco. Monaco left wing corner hits the brakes, goes around, sends it up the boards to Lucadello. Lucadello far left wing half wall, trying to break it out of the zone for Clark. Clark pushed it out of the zone. He's met by number 23 Aldridge. Cut off by Proden. Puck is loose for Monaco. Monaco over to Cushman. Cushman here to the near side. They're trying to get a line change in. Clark gets back on side. Cushman fires a shot. Glove saved by Neal and no rebound given at 9:18 to go here in the period. The Phantoms only had 4 on as they delayed the line change. Would have gotten called for the offsides. Got to teach them how to jump the boards. Some of them are just too short there. They won't be able to jump the boards yet without falling flat on their face. Your lineup out there, half the boys haven't even hit puberty as far as I can tell. Out of the zone, it's going to go for Max Zaire. Zaire going to pick it up. He cuts back, goes cross ice, intercepted by DeMarais. Poke check loose by Double D. Double D makes a move around one. High right circle goes in right wing corner. Pop loose by DeMarais, back to the Normandy. Normandy sends it down low for Pasturzi. Pasturzi off the right post, fakes right, tries to go left, forgot the puck, he's jammed in. Back in the hands of Pasturzi, he's met by 3 red jerseys. Boyd coming in, Hong picks up the loose change. Over here to the near side, met by Boyd. Boyd picks his pocket in the corner. Boyd drags it around behind the net. Right to left she goes, or left to right she goes. Center pass towards Pasturzi. Out for Rylan Rich. Rich comes in, fakes high, goes there, fakes low, goes high. Rich sends one back into the corner as it's knocked down by Hong. Coming in as Boyd can't get to it. DeMarais and Boyd going in the battle. It's a 2-on-1, and it's going to come away from Team Maryland. They can move around to Normandy. Back checking is Pasturzi. 3-on-2 in front of Zaire and Rich. High right circle, looks to drop it off. Firing a shot, saved by Bersani. No rebound given. Team Maryland does the same thing that the Fury does. Every time they come down the ice, they just drop pass it every single time. Waiting for Coach Caden to figure that one out and make the adjustment. Your lineup out there now is going to be Gavin Sire on your draw. BMAC on the half wall. Yannick is your right winger. Blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and Brock. Down behind the net, Rothmeyer coming in. 2-on-2 behind the goal line, Monaco and Rothmeyer. Now giving chase behind the net. Monaco's got Byrne tied up in front of the blue paint. Far side goes over to Yannick. Yannick pushing it up the ice. He gets Yannick along with BMAC. Yannick going to carry it wide right against Dick Dougal. Sends one down behind the net. Rebound off the end boards here to the near side for BMAC. BMAC, left wing half wall. Try to send one back down low for Yannick. Cut off by Byrne. Coming up here to the near side in front of Rothmeyer. Backing up is Monaco and Rothmeyer. Right wing side, Richardson going to work. Tied up by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer going to take him off the puck. Loose change slides over to the far side for Yannick. Pushing in is going to be Dougal. Met by Sire on the left wing half wall now. Makes a move, blocked by Gavin Sire. Picked up by Sire high right side towards Rothmeyer. Looking to go left wing side. Coming over is Monaco. Fires a shot. Off the back of the net, Monaco comes in, chips over to Sire here to the near side. Sire can't drag it out of the boards. He slams one over to McMurray. McMurray back over to Rothmeyer. It's going to Rothmeyer. He's got Yannick. He backhand sauces over here against Kramer. Ron Yannick coming in, right wing side, fires a shot. Rebound. Get a slide in. That's going to be it. Jerry Yannick fans goal! Let's check the replay, folks. Yannick coming up the ice. That was going to go from Rothmeyer to Yannick. And it's at 7:12 to go here in period number 2. It's a 3-2 game. As we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now for the Phantoms is going to be Proden, along with Ronan Clark and Nico Lucadello on right wing. Blue liners are going to be Cush and Rylan Rich. Ronan Clark tries to get to it. Hong cut him off. Proden gets to him. Backhanded fork. Cushman knocks it down there. Going to work against Bonacci and Naughton. Sent up here to the near side. Hong goes D to D far side for Kramer. Kramer broken up there by Rylan Rich. Tried the headman pass. Rich going to send one forward. Gets around him. Kramer, he's got 3 going to net. Rylan Rich, bottom right circle. Sends one off the back of net. Saved by Meal. And we're going to get a whistle as Naughton tried to take out Rylan Rich behind the net. Rylan just skates through the body check at 6:48, and Meal makes the save. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Lucadello in the slot. Proden on the half wall. Ronan Clark on your draw. Cush and Rich left to right. Down on the right wing corner, Hong going to work against Proden. Pushing it up here to the near side. Chipped it out to the blue line. Kept in by Cushman. Bouncing at the blue line. Punched forward by Hong. Rich got to back up. It's a 2-on-1. Top of the right circle, poke check out in the hands of Naughton. Naughton fired a shot, saved by Bersani. Here to the near side. Coming in for Farah, trying to cycle it. Cut off by Ronan Clark. Ronan going right to left, makes a move around Naughton. He creates a little time and space. Clark coming up the ice with speed. Chipped it over to Lucadello. Cut off by Hong and the referee. Get out of the way, stripes. Cush makes the move, couldn't get to it. 3-on-1 in front of Rich. Bottom left circle, fired across. Saved by Bersani. Nope, it went between his legs and in. At 6:10 to go here in the period. And that'll be, I believe, Bonacci on the tap-in. Wow. 6:10 to go here in period number 2. And it's 4-2. Face-off goes back out to center ice. It'll be Pasturzi, Boyd, and Double D up front. It'll be Zaire and the Rock on D. Boyd on your draw against DeMurray. Baker against Pasturzi. Referee telling Baker and Pasturzi both to back up. Off the shin guards of Zaire, Boyd won that draw. On the far side, Ulrich going to work against Normandy. Here comes Boyd. Centered pass broken up by Zaire. Swatted away by Bersani. Coming down low is going to be Boyd. Boyd popped it free behind the goal line. Sends over to the far side. Great stick by Boyd. Boyd will lift the speed. It's going to be Boyd up the ice. Boyd with it. So she looks like she's determined right now. Headman's to the Normandy. The Normandy taken down right in front for Boyd. Boyd fires with it. And there's the blowout. Boyd. Phantoms goal! Let's check the replay, folks.
Let's go!
Boyd comes all the way down to Normandy, gets taken down. Boyd picks up the loose change and fires one past Meal. And it's 4-3 at 5:44 to go here in the period. Boyd from DeNormandy. And it's 4-3, folks. And they're pulling Meal for the other netminder, Pomeroy. It'll be Pasturzi, Boyd, and Double D up front. Zaire and the Rock on D. Pomeroy makes his way into the net. Face-off won by Team Maryland. Going to push it up the ice in front of Monaco. Top of the right circle, comes in the middle. Looks to fire a shot. Fires it wide right of Bersani. Loose change for the Rock. Fakes left, goes right. Monaco with a little bit of time and space. Hits Pasturzi off his stick. It's going to slide down. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off going to go into the right wing circle. Coach Caden goes for the line change. Your lineup out there now is going to be Gavin Sire on your draw, Proden, along with Yannick in the slot. Blue liners are going to be a little R&R. Sire going to work down in the corner with Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer going to pick it up, a third red jersey, behind the goal, and it goes. Trying to pick his pocket is going to be the Maryland. It's loose change swatted away here for Proden. Proden here to the near side, going to bounce one in. Down behind the goal, and it goes. Julian Yannick comes flying there. Center pass for Gavin Sire. Saved by Pomeroy. No rebound given at 5:03. That was some nice hustle by 97. Gavin Sire reading the play correctly, holding up in front of the blue paint as Yannick fired one forward. Pomeroy in the way to make the save, though, to keep this a one-goal game for Team Maryland. The Phantoms change things up a little bit here. It'll be Proden and Yannick's flanking Sire. Cronin coming in, trying to dig that one out. Here to the top of the right circle, Yannick to Rich. Rich going to fire one. Looking for the tip was Gavin Sire. Rebound out front. Pomeroy smothers it before Gavin can get there on the second look opportunity at 4:54. Gavin Julian a little flip there to the referee to get this play back underway. Face off in the left wing circle. Gavin on your draw. He's tied up. Proden and Yannick trying to dig it out of there. Top of the right circle. Here comes Team Maryland. It's going to be number 14, Dennis, up here in front of Rich. Drop it here, picked off, hanging onto it. Back in the left wing corner, Maryland fires one, shot and a save by Bersani. Rebound out front here for Gavin Sire. That one was dangerous. Sent up here to the near side. Proden trying to get to it, come down low. Rich bodies it loose. Loose change for Rothmeyer in the left wing corner. Rothmeyer trying to get it out to Yannick. It's muscled out of the zone as Julian got his piece of it. Picked up here by Team Maryland's Dougal. Cut off by Proden on the penalty boxes. Thrown away by Team Maryland inside the zone. And it's going to be Rothmeyer in a foot race. Down behind the goal line of Bersani. Cuts back. They're sending a 2-1-2 classic forecheck. Puck's going to slide out of the zone. And it's going to be regrouping. It's going to be Team Maryland. Dougal over to Kramer. Firing one in. Wrapping it around from left to right behind Bersani. Bersani going to slow it up. Picked up by Rothmeyer. Trying to reverse the ice. He does. He's hemmed in by one. Looking for support. Here comes Sire now. Centering pass broken up by Rothmeyer. Left point fires a shot. Blocked by Rothmeyer. Rebound here to the near side. Rothmeyer comes in. He's knocked off the puck. Sire comes in. Tries to pop it loose. There's 3 red jerseys down low. Team Maryland comes for the wraparound. Bottom left circle. Trying to drop it off as he's harassed by Gavin Sire. Poked out of the zone. Picked up by Dougal. It's going to be Gavin on the forecheck now, forcing Dougal to go back inside his own zone to regroup. Up here to the near side. Rich and Rothmeyer against Byrne. Poke check loose by Rothmeyer. Here to the near side. Collected by Proden. Trying to push up. Kept in by Northup. Proden goes to work. Knocked on it. And it's going to be a penalty on Team Maryland. Once they touch it. And it's finally Burns touches it. And we're going to get a penalty roughing on number 22, Northup. As he heads to the sin bin. At 3:16 for roughing.
Oh, Phantoms.
Resulting in a Phantoms power play. This power play brought to you by Gene and Jude's Hot Dogs on River Road and River Grove. Gene and Jude's, no seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. Your power play unit out there now be Clark on the half wall, McMurray on your draw, Pasturzi in the slot, Cush and the Rocky on D, Monaco in the I formation. McMurray fell down on top of the centerman there, Bonacci. Coming in is BMAC over to Monaco. Monaco goes cross ice for Cush. Cush, right point, fires one low. Trying to tip it as BMAC into the right wing corner. BMAC came streaking across. Out to the high left point for Monaco. Monaco can't collect it, looking for that shot. Sent it off the left wing corner boards. Picked up by BMAC down low. He's having trouble digging it out of the wall. Coming in is Monaco now. Knocked away by Oneshenko. Thrown out to Byrne in front of Cushman. High left side corner. Byrne. Cushman going to take him down the left wing corner. Monaco's going to cut him off. Puck slides over here to the near side. Monaco going to cut off Byrne. Picked up by Bonacci. Monaco goes down. McMurray going to take him off the puck. He ends up down. Here comes Bonacci, tied up by Ronan Clark. Puck's going to slide off left wing corner. Burns out to the left point. Hong kept it in. Some parents, that's out of the zone. Picked up by Pasturzi. It's Pasturzi over to BMAC. BMAC crossed the blue line. Backhands one into the corner. Team Maryland wanted a penalty called on the Phantoms. They're not going to get it as Ronan Clark did not get called for the penalty. Over here to the near side, Bonacci lost the stick. Monaco is going to send one. Blocked by Team Maryland. Up here to the near side, Monaco trying to get on it. Thrown out of the zone into the hands of Blake Cushman with 18 seconds to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. McMurray sends one in deep. Wrapping around from left to right to left here to the near side. Clark, that's Burns tried to block, take down Clark. He missed on the body check there. Back in the left wing corner. 5 seconds to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. And it's going to be Byrne behind the corner. Yannick coming in along with Clark to pick his pocket. Out to the point for Pasturzi. Pasturzi turns and fires. Shot blocked by Hong. Back to Pasturzi. Fires another one. Shot blocked by Team Maryland. On the far side, puck for Cushman. Trying to send it back in for the offsides. Picked up by Yannick. Right there, he lost the stick. It's going to be 2-on-1 in front of Monaco. Northup, high right side, comes across, fires a shot. And 1:25 to go here in the period. Northup scores your goal. I actually don't know if that one went in. Initially, neither referee was in position to make that call, but it ended up in the back of the net anyway at the end of it things. So it is 5-3 as we make our way back out to center ice. Monaco was trapped in a 2-on-1. Northrop got the shot off. Your lineup out there now is going to be Sire along with Cronin and Yannick. Rylan Rich going to come at center. Zayer is his partner. Rylan Rich sends one in deep behind the net. 1:15 to go. Gavin Sire over here to the near side for Zayer. Zayer sends one down low, picked up by Sire. Trying to drag it forward is going to be Dougal. Cut off by Gavin, off the stick of Proden. Knocked down by Rylan Rich at the blue line. Offsides will be the call as the puck's just slid out of the zone. And we'll get a whistle. We're going to darken things up a little bit as the ice gets lighter. We darken things up so we can see that blue line, but it was offsides. It was a good call. 1:02 to go here in period number 2. Proden, Sire, and Yannick. Blue liners, Zayer and Rich from left to right. DeMurray, face off won by Sire. Zayer going to come in here. He's going to curl back around. Try to drop it off. Zayer hung onto the puck too long. Right wing corner. DeMurray tries to pick his pocket. Coming in is going to be number 29 Naughton along with DeMurray. Puck is popped loose by Sire here to the near side. Picked up by Proden. Proden going to push up the ice. He's got plenty of time and space. Proden coming in 2-on-2. Cross ice for Yannick. Yannick makes a move around to a fires a shot. Glove saved by Pomeroy. No rebound given at 35 seconds to go here in period number 2. Face-off goes into the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Phantoms. Yannick in the slot, Proden on the half wall, Gavin Sire on your draw. Blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and the Rock. Gavin on your draw against Daniel. 3-on-3 battle there in front of the right face-off dot. Come over here to the near side. Yannick going to cut off Daniel. Popped it loose behind the net into the right wing corner. Going down is going to be Daniel. Yannick on the offensive side of it. Comes away with it over to Sire. Sire trying up front for Proden. Picked up here by going to be Kramer against Rothmeyer and the Rock. Top of the right circle. Kramer coming in looking for the streaker. Broken up there by Rothmeyer as the puck slides around the left wing half wall. Yannick trying to line up Hong. Cut off by Gavin Sire. Poke check by Monaco. Picked up here by Daniel, blocked by the Rock, into the slot for Rothmeyer, and that sound in the end of the period. So at the end of 2, it's Team Maryland 5 and the Chicago Phantoms 3 as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensenville, Illinois. Mama Maria's voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensenville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here in Palmer Imaging Arena. Your starting lineup for the third is going to be DeNormandie, Boyd, and Pasterzi up front. Little R&R on D. Max Bersani has the net. 15 minutes are on the clock, and the Phantoms are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Jackson over to DeNormandie. DeNormandie tips one in the right wing corner. Coming down low, double D going to work. Gets put in the wall. Here comes Boyd trying to drag it off. She does. Right left wing corner. She come down, go. Trying to send one back behind the net. Picked up by Onashenko. Onashenko sends a D-to-D pass here to the near side. Coming in is going to be DeNormandie on the forecheck. Just thrown. Richardson threw one up there before DeNormandie could line him up. Blocked by Rylan Rich. Picked up by Boyd. Boyd poke checked away by Aldridge. Picked back up by Rich. Rich going to send one over the stick of Onashenko. No way icing. It's waved off behind the net of Pomeroy. Coming in is Richardson. Here comes Lucadello. Sauced it out. Intercepted by Rylan Rich. Trying for the home run pass. Rich trying to muscle one in past Bonacci. He does. Makes a move. Poke checked loose by Richardson down in the corner. Here comes Ronan Clark. And Richardson heard the footsteps as he slowed up. I think he saw a freight train coming in Ronan Clark and wanted no part of that. Looking to go right wing corner. Out to the point for Monaco. Monaco sends one to the net. Rebound out front. Looking for poke check loose. And going to be Lucadello and McMurray run into each other. Baker behind the net now. Try to slam one in the left wing corner. Lucadello picks it up on the left wing corner. Sends one down low. It's tied up there by Team Maryland. Fished out by Clark. Heads towards the net. And backing up is going to be Richardson. A little Gorbatenko flip past the rock. All the way down in the right wing corner. Monaco going to corral it before it gets to the goal line. Monaco right to left behind Bersani. Cuts back on the far side. He pushes it up the ice for Lucadello. He's joining the rush. Clark coming in. Monaco across the blue line. Heads to the net. Poke check loose is picked up by Team Maryland. Monaco going to hightail it. One-on-one. Cush going. Kramer goes in net. BMAC on the back check. Shot behind the net. Saved by, blocked by Cushman. Coming in the right wing corner. Poke check by Monaco. Monaco headmans to Clark. Out of the zone it goes. Little knuckle puck to center for Dougal. Dougal going to work here against Lucadello. He's going to curl back around. Lucadello doing a nice job off the stick of BMAC. Broken up by Cushman. Back in the head. Burns and Northam going against Monaco on the far side. Broken up by the rock. Puck selects in left wing, right wing side. Clark going to put Burns into the wall. Burns didn't like it. He tried to hit Clark in the back of the head. Chip looking for the give and go. Out to the far side, and it's tapped in by Burns on the back door as they had 4 guys in front of the net. Not sure who got the goal, but at 12:40, here in period number 3, give it to Burns. It looks like Burns did have it, folks. Number 10, Dougal, pointing at Burns, saying he had the goal to make it 6-3. So it must not have gone in on the first shot. Rebound on the back door went in for Burns. So it is 6-3 at 12:40 to go here in period number 3, and we'll make our way back out to center ice. It'll be Yannick along with Sire and Proden up front. It'll be Rich and Zaire on D. Down in the left wing corner, Rylan Rich going to work, trying to hit the brakes against Burns. Centering pass out to the point, picked up by Northrop. Firing a shot, picked up by DeMarie, and then he sent it out to Northrop. Burn in the left right wing corner now. Here comes Zaire. Sire trying to push it forward. In towards Proden, picked up by Rylan Rich, who's going to power through the body check of Burns. He's got to make some move around one to Hong. Picked up by Onashenko. Rylan Rich comes in, fires a shot. Saved by Pomeroy. Rebound down low. Coming in is going to be Yannick. Yannick trying to wrap it for Proden. Fires a shot against paid by Pomeroy. And we're going to get a whistle. Penalty is going to be on Team Maryland, it looks like. At 12:03 to go here in the period. I'm not sure what the call is. Tripping, maybe? Here in period number 3. That is the 5th penalty of the contest for Team Maryland. So for those of you in attendance to today's game, have a ticket and can prove it. Well, they're giving an unsportsmanlike, folks. They teed him up, not a trip, a tee. Unsportsmanlike. So if you have a ticket to today's game and can prove it, you get yourself a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. That coupon only good on Sundays. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Yannick and Proden down behind the net trying to go to work against Onashenko. 2 Team Maryland players down there now as Daniel coming in. Yannick finally digs it out of the boards. Yannick tried to headman it out to Rothmeyer, and the Phantoms looking to set things up. Rothmeyer in the right wing corner now. Sends it over to the point for Yannick. Yannick back over to the near side for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer over to Sire. Sire right side comes in. Fires a shot. Blocker save over to the net. Class comes down to Proden. Sent back behind the net for Sire. Sire here to the near side. Got Yannick. Yannick right wing half wall now. Backing up is Maryland. Yannick pushing for the give and go. Down to Sire. Back to Yannick. Right wing side. Proden in front of the net. Sire comes up here. Right wing side. Sends over to Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer over to Rich. Rich back bounces out towards Daniel. Comes across blue line, sends over to Sire. Sire comes in, fires a shot low. Pad saved by Pomeroy, picked up by Kramer. Thrown up off the glass, hits the referee, get out of the way, stripes. Fires a shot, rebound, saved by Pomeroy. back to Proden. First line shot saved by Pomeroy. Puck is knocked away by Onashenko at 24 seconds to go here in that. That's a high stick and an icing as the puck rolls on edge all the way down to the right wing corner. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 10:49 to go here in the period. And the referee, he took one right in the arm, folks. That one looked like it hurt. 16 seconds to go on that Big Sammy's power play. And Coach Caden sends out a fresh 5 on the one-man advantage. It'll be Pisturzi, McMurray, and Clark up front. Cushman and the Rock on D from right to left. Monaco going to be in the I formation behind McMurray. Pisturzi heads to the slot. Ronan Clark on your left wing half wall. BMAC against Bonacci. Push forward by Farah against Monaco. Here they're coming up the ice. Sent between the legs of the Rock. Puck slides down. Going to be collected by Ronan Clark with 8 seconds to go on this Big Sammy's power play. Clark right to left. Sends one up forward. Intercepted by Bonacci. Sent back into the left wing corner, and that'll do it for the one-man advantage. Cush behind the net. Picked up here by Team Maryland. High slot for Richardson. Fires one a 9-iron over the crossbar in the left wing corner. Picked up by Bonacci. Out to Dougal. Met by Ronan Clark. Now Dougal tries to cut back. Shot blocked by Dougal. Knocked down by Farah. High stick, no call. McMurray's going to the sin bin as soon as the Phantoms touch that puck. Naughton fakes the cycle over here to the near side. Coming in is Clark, picked up by Dougal. Poke check by Cush. Naughton comes in, fires a shot. Blocker saved by Bersani, and we're going to get a penalty on BMAC at 10:01 to go here in the period. McMurray headed to the sin bin. I do want to see the official call, folks. Roughing is the call at 10:01. That is another PK for the Phantoms. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now will be Double D and Proden up front. Blue liners are going to be Cush, Monaco, and Zaire. Richardson goes over to DeMarais. Goes over far side. Fanning on the one-timer is going to be Dougal. Down in the corner, Burns sends one back up to the right point. Dougal collects at the right side. Off the stick of DeNormandie, picked up by Proden. It's going to be a 3-on-2, and Proden fires it. That's going to go in the right wing corner for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 1:12 to go here in the period. Or 1:12 to go on that Classic Packaging PK. 9:43 to go here in the third. Face-off makes its way to the right wing, left wing circle to the right of Bersani's glove. DeNormandie on your draw, Zaire on the half wall, Monaco and Proden in the slot. It's going to be Monaco against Byrne in the left wing corner. Byrne going to curl around, sends over to DeMarais. Right side goes to Richardson. Richardson blows a tire out to Dougal. Coming in is DeNormandie. DeNormandie going to kick it out of the zone. Knocked down by DeNormandie on Shingard. It's Double D up the ice against Byrne. DeNormandie gets it poke checked away by Byrne. DeNormandie blows a tire. Here comes Team Maryland. Richardson pushes it up here in front of Zaire and Monaco. 3-on-2. Proden getting back in position. Down in the right wing corner. Center pass broken up by Bersani. Here to the near side. Puck is loose for Zaire. Zaire going to cut back. Sends it behind Monaco. Puck's going to slide over to the far side. 40 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Monaco going to tie it up. Blows a tire. Sent back behind the goal line by Dougal. Here comes Zaire now. Zaire behind the net of Bersani. Swams it over here to the near side. Just under 30 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. DeMarais gets knocked off the puck. Puck slides behind the net. Monaco comes in. He bodies it loose behind the net. Loose change collected by Naughton. Here comes Zaire. Out to DeMarais. Net by Proden. Backing off deep. Proden blows a tire. Firing across to the back door. Dougal can't corral it. Top of the shot blocked by DeNormandie to Richardson. Back over to the far side. Back to the back door. Looking to go for DeMarais with 6 seconds to go. Up front. Tied up Monaco. Tied up a good stick there. He tied up Naughton. And that is the even strength, folks. Saved by Bersani. Backhanded out of the zone. Looking for Lucadello. He's knocked off the puck, and a loose change is collected by Richardson. And here comes Richardson. High left circle. Top of the right side over to the right corner. Poke check loose by Rylan Rich. Fires one backhand into the right left wing corner boards. DeNormandie couldn't get a piece of it. Picked back up by Naughton. He's going to work against Zaire. Zaire stuffs him. Tied up by Pisturzi. Couldn't get around Max too. Rylan Rich going to work here on the far right wing half wall. Picked his pocket is going to be number 14, Dennis. Loose change for Rylan Rich down behind the net. Going to work against Naughton and Dennis. Rylan Rich tries to make a move. He does on the far side. Rich going to come up the ice here. It's going to be Rich coming out of the zone with it. Pushes up. He's harassed by one. He fights through the body check and stick checks of DeMarais. Rich comes in, fires a shot off the glove of Pomeroy. Back in the left wing corner. Onashenko met by Lucadillo, now regrouping as Boyd. Out of the zone it goes. Just past the reaching hands of Rich. And going to be swatted away by Zaire on the far side for Bonacci. Top of the right circle, drop pass. Met by Daniel, or that's going to be McNeil. Far side, Zaire hits the brakes and curls back around. Looking to go D-to-D, hits Lucadillo here to the near side. Lucadillo tries to cut back around Aldridge. He does. Lucadillo hooked up, no call. Come around Hong. Hong cut off by Boyd. Back here is on blue line. Cut off by Boyd once again. Puck is loose for Aldridge. Knocked down by Lucadillo. Picked back up by McNeil just inside the zone. Poke check by Ryland Rich. And at the blue line, we got a battle going on here as Aldridge lost his stick. Left wing corner, McNeil fans on the pass. Boyd comes in to chop it loose here to the near side. Met by Ryland Rich. Ryland gets on the offensive side of it, picks up the loose change. He's got a guy up off the boards, trying to hit Pisturzi. Pisturzi, top of the right circle, cuts back, looking for mid. Lucadillo. Lucadillo across the far side. Fired a shot, saved by Pomeroy. Rebound out towards Lucadillo. It's going to be Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer chips one back down behind the goal line, and it's going to be collected by Team Maryland's Onashenko against Pisturzi. Onashenko pulls it up here to the near side, sauces it out. Tied up by Monaco right there at center. Monaco going to push through it. Chipped back by Bonacci, met by Sire. Monaco picks the pocket of Aldridge up to Pisturzi. Pisturzi goes down. Loose change for Hong. Hong backing up, goes cross ice. Going to be collected by Cushman. Cush going to get the center. Going to push one into the zone. Left wing corner, Gavin Sire on the forecheck now. Cushman backing up along with Monaco. Here comes Yadick and Proden. Puck slides over here to the near side for Team Maryland. Yadick comes in like a rocket. Knocked down by Proden just to the blue line. Popped up in the air by Maryland, knocked down by Proden, who backhands one in his own Jalmerson style. It's going to be Yadick with speed. Kramer coming in, Sire trapping right with Bonacci rather. Poke check by Yadick, picked up by Sire. Proden in the slot. Gavin over to Yadick. Yadick fires a shot. That's going to be a giant Yadick. Phantoms goal! Yadick gets on the board from Gavin Sire with a nice fake by Gavin at 5:47 to go here in period number 3. Gavin faked coming around to the right post and had Yadick breaking back towards the net on the left post, catching Pomeroy in a slide going one way versus the other. It's Yadick, Sire, and Proden up front. Monaco and Cush on D. Monaco going to push it up hard in front of the zone. Fires a shot. Pad save in the left wing corner. Monaco coming in against Kramer. Out to the left side for Proden. Proden, left point, trying to keep it in. He's knocked off the puck by Naughton. Here they're coming in at 2-on-1. Back checking his Sire. High right circle coming off Cushman. Centering pass up for block by Cushman. Saved by Bersani, and it's going to trickle in at 5:27 to go here in the period. And once the Phantoms got in there on a 2-goal lead, they are unable to keep it that close as Daniel gets one in, and that is the 7th goal here to go in this game. As we make our way back out to center ice. It's Yadick, Sire, and Proden up front. Rich and Zaire on D. Yadick tied up here by Dougal. Yadick trying to muscle his way through it. Farah trying to drag it out. Now Proden didn't like that. He gave Farah a little shot there. Proden trying to put Farah into the wall once again, and Proden just getting a little nasty there in that board battle. Yadick trying to drag it forward against Dougal. He's still battling it out. Nice board battle here by both teams. Picked up by Daniel, blocked by Gavin Sire. Trying to drag it forward as Proden. He does. Proden fires a shot wide right of Pomeroy. Coming in is going to be Yadick against Kramer. Sire trapping right and left. Makes a move around Yadick. It's going to be Kramer up here to the near side. He's got two guys breaking. Send one past Rich. 2-on-1. Left wing side. Centering pass. Broken up there. Naughton fires one wide left. Coming in is going to be Gavin Sire. He's tied up. Puck slides up the half wall. Collected by Ryland Rich. Rich going to make the move around Kramer. Comes inside. Shoved off the puck for Dougal. And that's going to be interference on Team Maryland. At 4:35 to go here in the period. Yeah, interference.
That's interference.
That'll be another Phantoms power play. Where's the interference? When he steps in front of him and pushes him. You can't put his hands on him. If you put your hands on him, that's interference.
Let's go.
Headed to the sin bin is Kramer. I was having that discussion with a couple of Phantoms players before this game. There was an interference call in the previous contest, and the reason it was called is because the defenseman put his hands up and impeded the rush of the forward. If you run into the defenseman and the defenseman turns or never puts his hands up, it's not interference. You have just as much right to that ice. But the minute you put your hands up and stop the player from making a move, that is interference. So the Phantoms are on the one-man advantage. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef from Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef, you've tried the rest, now try the best. Puck is still loose in front of the net. Picked up here by Team Maryland. Onashenko against Ronan Clark. Coming in is Pasturzi into the left wing corner. Ronan Clark coming in. He's got two on him. Picked up by Pasturzi. Pasturzi cuts back left to right. Behind the net. Looking for support. Pasturzi sends one forward. BMAC fires the backhand shot. Saved by Pomeroy. He smothers it before anybody from the Phantoms can get to it. 1:06 to go on this Jays Beef power play. 4:11 to go in the game. It's Clark along with BMAC and Pasturzi up front. A little R&R on D. Face off in the right wing circle. Ronan Clark in the slot. BMAC on the draw. Pasturzi on the half wall. R&R on D. Rothmeyer and Rich from right to left. Trying to throw it out of the zone is going to be Team Maryland. Was knocked down there by Pasturzi. Kept in by Rothmeyer. At the blue line, pulling it out is going to be BMAC. He's going to have to send it over to Ryland Rich. Rich at center. Met by Dennis. Ryland Rich going to try to power his way through. Glove down at the blue line by Richardson. Coming across his own blue line. Tries to bounce one. Rich trying to seal up the wall. Thrown into the hands of Jackson Rothmeyer with 40 seconds to go here on this Jays Beef power play. Rothmeyer trying to get things set up. Sent over here to Ryland Rich. Touch forward to Pasturzi. Pasturzi going to make a move past DeMarais. DeMarais cut off by DeMarais. Poke check loose by Ryland Rich to Clark. Clark to Pasturzi. Back to Clark. Chipped in the zone by DeMarais as it heads towards Pomeroy. Poke to Onashenko on the far side. He's going to hit the brakes and nobody from the Phantoms going to get him. Out here to the near side, breaking it out. 16 seconds to go on that Jays Beef power play. Glove down by Ryland Rich in center. Pop loose by DeMarais. And it's going to be BMAC on the back check at the blue line off his stick into the hands of Rothmeyer. 5 seconds to go on that Jays Beef power play. And you guessed it, folks, that'll be the end of that. And it's going to be even strength. Two Phantoms going down. He's got Yannick trying to get it out to hits Julian as Julian makes a move. Poke check by Hong. Knocked down by Yannick, thrown out of the zone by Dennis, picked up by Ryland Rich. Chipped around Dennis, picked up by Ryland. Ryland makes a move around Hong, right side, comes in, fires a shot towards Pomeroy. Blocked, tipped by Monaco, saved by Pomeroy for Yannick. Yannick in the left wing corner's got Sire. Yannick coming down low, trying to cycle it for the Rock. Rock chips one over here to the near side. Coming to get it is Proden. Gavin Sire covering D. Monaco bodies it loose for Proden. Proden back to Monaco. Out to the point for Rich. Rich comes in, makes a move around Dennis. High right side, tries the fire shot, tied up. Coming in, fire one forward is going to be Proden. Monaco comes in, backs up and back up is Monaco and Rich. Puck is behind the net, out to the slot. Proden comes in. We're going to get a whistle as, let's see, is the net off? The net must be off. At 2:18, the goaltender lost his stick, and the net has been dislodged from its moorings. 2:18 to go here in the third. And Coach Caden sends Blake Cushman out there for Ryland Rich. And the referee having some words for Ryland Rich. I'm not sure what was said, folks, but if the net was off, the net was off. It's a whistle. It's Yannick in the slot. Sire on your draw. Coming in is going to be Pronin. Face-off won by Team Maryland. Knocked down by Monaco at center. He goes D to Cushman. Cushman right up the ice here to Yannick. Yannick going to wrap one around behind the goal line. Into the right wing corner for Sire. Sire against Bonacci. Coming in is Kramer. Sent out to the far side. Northup tied up. Puck's going to slide out. Burns and Cushman in a foot race. Dropping it back. Yannick covering D. Coming in is going to be Pronin. Northup going in top of the left circle. Tries to make a move. Poke check by Cush. Sends one to the middle. Out to the right side for Onashenko, firing a shot, and it goes off of Bersani's glove at 1:44 to go here in the third. Onashenko from the right side, making it 8-4, folks.
Get that back, Tatum.
Your lineup out there now is going to be Double D, Boyd, and Lucadello up front. Zaire and Rothmeyer on D. Boyd wins the draw over to Max 2. Zaire going to push it up. Goes trying to make a move around Bonacci. Burns sends one forward, collapsed down by the Phantoms. The two Team Maryland players bump into each other. Rothmeyer going to send one off the end boards behind Pomeroy. Into the left wing corner. Coming in is going to be Lucadello, and it's going to be Team Maryland Burns against Rothmeyer. Top of the left circle, trying to make his move. Rothmeyer going to take him in the left wing corner. Drop pass intercepted by Boyd. Boyd going to push it up the ice, trying to chip one forward past Kramer. Picked up by Richardson against Lucadello. Sealing up the wall is Boyd. Boyd going to push one in. Bouncing puck towards the middle. Picked up by DeNormandie. DeNormandie first shot blocker saved by Pomeroy off the back of the wall. Burns coming in against Boyd. Here to the near side. Backing up is Lucadello. Cross ice pass. Going to make a move around Rothmeyer. Is going to be Northup in front of Bersani. Tries to make a move. Saved by Bersani! Back in the corner. Picked up here by Max too. Zayer over to Boyd. Out of the zone for Dougal. 50 seconds to go. Dougal here to the near side for Burns. Cut off by DeNormandie. Trying to drag one forward. Picked in by Daniel in front of Zayer. Drop pass for Northup. DeNormandie going to come in. Centering pass broken up by Boyd with 36 seconds to go. Left wing circle trying to hang on to it. Zayer going to put Daniel into the wall. Loose change for Boyd here to the near side. Boyd out to the point. Kept in by Team Maryland's Richardson. And a battle on the half wall. Zayer sends one towards the middle for Ryland Rich. Trying to poke check it across. Loose change collected by Lucadello. Lucadello here on the far side. Tries to make it up. Poke check loose by Burns. Back in the hands of DeNormandie now with 16 seconds to go. DeNormandie going to send one in deep. In the left wing corner, wrap around from left to right. It'll be collected by Team Maryland's Richardson. Right wing corner, Lucadello comes in on the forecheck. Dougal now. Naughton cherry picking all the way down here to the near side. Going to come out towards there, and that sound is the end of the game. Your final score, Team Maryland 8 and the Chicago Phantoms 4, as we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast. If we can get to our Rockies recap. For the home team, Team Maryland, goal and penalties on number 29, Naughton roughing in the first at 11:50. Dougal roughing in the first at 11:50. DeMurray, 13:07 in the second, tripping. Northup roughing at the second at 3:16. Burns, unsportsmanlike at 12:03 in the third. And your last penalty going to be Kramer, interference at 4:35 in the third. Goals scored by Hong. He had a pair of them. Then it was going to be Baker with a goal. Bonacci, then Northup, along with Burns and Dennis. Your last goal, he had one in the third, and your last goal scored by Onashenko in the third period at $1:44. For the visiting Chicago Phantoms, penalties on Brady McMurray serving the bench minor for too many in the first. DeNormandie roughing in the first. Zayer roughing in the first. Monaco roughing in the first. Pisturzi tripping in the second. BMAC rounds out your penalties for roughing in the third. Goals scored by Dom DeNormandie, assisted by Julian Yadek. Julian Yadek assisted by Rothmeyer in the second at 7:12. Brielle Boyd gets on the board, assisted by Double D at 5:44 in period number 2. And the last goal scored by Julian Yadek, assisted by Gavin Sire at 5:47 in period number 3. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. Once again, your final score here from Palmer Imaging Ice Arena. The Chicago Phantoms 4 and Team Maryland 8. And as we sign off for the evening, good night, Minnesota Lakers, Grandma, wherever you are.